Awesome. Nice. We got the mutes going down. We got co-hosts in the house. We have Lorraine up here, everybody. And we have a cat. Look at this cat. We got the cat in the house. And we're going to be doing some yard workout today. Lorraine, you're going to do the breathing.
That's why Mel paid me yesterday.
Are you ready for that, Lorraine?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Breathe in the good.
Yeah.
Breathe out the bad.
So how much money in my account now?
Breathe in the happy. Breathe out the sad.
Oh.
Breathe in your best.
So who else borrowed it? So
Breathe out the worst.
Did you get the
Breathe
money
in
for
your
the
power.
Yeah?
So
So
you
why you not
reach
telling
your
me now?
goals first.
Great job, Lorraine. That was very, very good. That's a great way to start off. Remember, everybody, for a lot of us, our Wednesday workout. So this is the middle of the week. And again, this is kind of like our bridge workout. So let me get some of these lights spun around here. And I was working on a new exercise video right before we got on. So I didn't have a whole lot of time and I barely had time to get my water, but I did. So let's go ahead, everybody. I hope you have your waters too. Let's go ahead and have a sip of water and we're going to get our workout going. I like this cat right here. Check this. This cat's going to be part of our workout. So today what we're going to do a little bit of our warm up, kind of our regular style warm up, but then we're going to do some exercises that are going to recreate or kind of let us mimic doing work out in the yard. So one of them is going to be raking. We did something similar a couple years ago, but we're going to do it again today. So one of them will be kind of like raking. One of them is going to be doing the lawnmower. One of them is going to be doing the shovel. One of them we're going to be having doing the saw, as if we're trying to make big wood into smaller pieces of wood. And if you have any ideas on something that you also like to do, maybe out in the yard, maybe getting the yard cleaned up, or maybe you're making the yard more beautiful. Maybe you're planting something, fruits or vegetables, planting trees, planting flowers. Let us know. We're going to do a spring yard cleanup. That's right. Karen's got it. Let's go ahead and start with getting our head and neck moving around. We might have already done this. I'm not sure, but let's do it again. And I'm going to back up here. That way I'll take that little spot out there. Let's go ahead and spell out spring with our neck. I think we've done that before, but I feel like we are really into the middle of spring right now and everything is alive. All the plants are so happy from the rain. So let's start off. We'll do each letter 2 times. We'll start off with that big S. So we're going to start up at the top. Bring your chin up kind of over your shoulder and then just start bringing it around. Bring it down across the middle. Bring it all the way down around the bottom and then bringing it back. So we're going to go down across the bottom, up here over to the side, across the middle right there, bringing it up on this side and then back over to the beginning. All right, let's go with the P. So we're going to straight up and down and then with a nice kind of a semicircle. So let's start down, looking down at the ground. We're going to go all the way up. We're going to come around and again, make that semicircle right there, bringing it around, going up all the way to the top and then back down. All right, the next one's just like that. It's an R, so doing the P, but we'll have that diagonal line. So here we go. So going R, I'm going to go up. I'm going to come around here to the middle and then bring it down to my shoulder over here. Now I'm going to bring it back from the shoulder, bring it around, going all the way up and around and down. We have the letter I. Again, just a lot of up and down. So let's do a couple up and downs with our chin and then our lifting our nose up to the sky, bringing our chin down, bringing it up. All right. The letter N. So down, diagonal, or we're going to go up, diagonal down, and then up again. So if I'm starting down here, I'm going to go up. We're going to go diagonally down and then bringing it up. And then now reverse it, going down, diagonally up, and then bringing it down. All right, the last one we have is the letter G. So a big semicircle and then that little bit of a hat on the inside there. So we're going to bring it all the way around, bringing our chin down now across the bottom, bringing it over to the side, bringing it up, and then putting the little hat on the G. All right, let's put the hat on the G, and then we're going to bring it back down, and then all the way around, all the way up to the top, and right where we started. Nice job. So again, we're spelling out spring. Remember, you can think about every day. You could spell out something different. You could do numbers. You could do shapes. But again, having that imagination, moving your head and neck around where you're thinking about the letters or you're thinking about the shape, that's going to help you to really get a lot of maybe all the muscles in your neck fired up, get them engaged. Again, it's a little bit of a mental challenge. You got to picture that great big, letter or number. But we all are doing pretty good with it. I can see everybody every once in a while when I'm doing it, and it's looking real good. Let's go ahead and do 2 more for the neck. Let's do our ear lift, because that's different than moving our head around in the lines and even in the kind of the arcs. We're going to go ahead and do the ear lift, which is going to have our head getting brought up to the ceiling, up to the sky. Bring that shoulder down. Let's hold it there for 3, 2, 1, and then we'll bring it right back into the middle. Almost kind of let things relax for a second, and then go up on the other side. So I'm up here, 3, 2, 1, bringing it back into the middle. Maybe kind of taking a deep breath like Lorraine. She got us started with that breathing motto. Going up with the ear, 3, 2, 1, back into the middle. We'll go one more time with the second ear, and we're going up. Shoulder down, 3, 2, and 1. All right, back into the middle. Let's get ready. Last one for our head and neck is going to be my favorite, giraffe neck, turtleneck. Or you can think about it in this situation with the cat. You can imagine the cat's kind of reaching its neck out, trying to get at the rake or something like that. So let's go ahead and go for 5 of these. So we'll go 5 out giraffe and 5 back going turtle, and try to keep that chin up high and then reach out. So we have 3, 2, 1, bringing it back. 3, 2, 1, bringing it out. 3, 2, 1, bringing it back. 3, 2, 2, bringing it out. 3, 2, 3, bringing it back. 3, 2, 3. 2 more. Here we go. 3, 2, 4. Here we go. Bringing it back. 3, 2, 5. One more time. Bringing it out. Hold it out for 3, 2, and 5. Bringing it back in. 3, 2, and 6. All right. Again, I love this cat. We're going to get more activities like what you see here in a few moments. We're going to bring up the backgrounds are going to be changing. We're going to have 30 seconds for each exercise, and we'll see how we do. But again, we're going to recreate kind of doing some yard work. Let's have a sip of water. Nick, what do you think this cat's going to do? Is Nick here? Where's Nick? Let me see. Yeah, there he is. What do you think? You think this cat's is it going to run away, or is it going to pounce on the rake? I don't know. And when you don't know something, what can you do universally to kind of show you don't know? There you go. Do the shoulder raise. Drinking up our water, everybody. Something else I was drinking earlier this morning. This is just a protein shake in a carton. These you can find sometimes at the grocery store. I found these at the grocery store. They were 50% off. They're not bad. They're good. They were 50% off. And this is a great quick protein shake if you're feeling like you're kind of hungry. Sometimes people go and they'll have a big meal or a big snack that has a lot of calories. But sometimes a nice quick protein shake, and then you get back to doing what you're doing. That's the way to go. Again, I don't know what this cat's going to do. That's going to get my shoulders coming up, and I'm just going to keep doing that. I'm going to keep doing the shoulder shrugs. Let's get the shoulders going. And again, remember, when we're doing this exercise right here, this is going to be mostly focusing on the trapezius. So we've talked about the trapezius, and that's the muscle. It goes kind of across our upper back, and it's kind of a bridge between your shoulders, your deltoids, where your arm connects to your body, shoulders. Let's go for a couple more of these. We want to get to where we can really feel it. And then we're going to hold one up for 5 seconds. Let's get ready to hold in 3, and then 2, and then 1. Let's hold it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's bring it down for 5, 4, 3, like you're trying to reach the ground. 2, 1. Let's do an armpit squeeze for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then let's go back up again for 5. Oh, and you're going to feel, look at that. It feels a little different, doesn't it? Kind of when you do the second round. Let's try it out. Let's hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bringing them down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do an armpit squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go one more time, bringing them up. Oh, wow. The cat from Hocus Pocus. Does anybody else think so too? Could be the cat from Hocus Pocus. Holding them up. Here we go. Holding them up. Last time, holding them up. 3, 2, 1. Bringing them down. Bring those shoulders down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze your arms against your side. Squeeze the armpit. Squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. All right, let's go ahead and do, I got an idea. We're going to change things up a little bit. We're going to do Carrie's bear hug. So we're going to go back. We're going to go across, but instead of going side to side, we're going to go forwards and backwards. And then we'll still do the alligator. So let's do all 3 of those moves. We'll go bring our arms back, bring our arms across, lean forward, lean back up, and then we'll go alligator or crocodile, your preference. If it was up to little baby Sophia, she'd probably go with Tyrannosaurus Rex. She loves T-Rex. She likes all the dinosaurs, but I think T-Rex is her favorite. So we're going forwards. We're going back up. We're going alligator 1, alligator 2. Bringing those elbows back. This is Carrie's bear hug. This is the hip hinge. So this, they call it the hip hinge because you're kind of, the hinge is like right here. This is a hinge. There's a hinging here. Well, your hip hinges and it'll let your body go forward, and it's going to work out your lower body as well. Let's go for 2 more of these. Elbows back. Now we got elbows across. We're going 1 down. We're going 1 time up, and we're going 2 times with the crocodile. Bringing them back again for the last rep, going around across our body, bringing it down, bringing it up, and here we go, crocodile. Crocodile countdown. 19 days to Memorial Day. Was it 4 days until Mother's Day? We're getting this in the chat room, everybody. We're getting some announcements, and pretty cool. Pretty cool. We got Mother's Day coming up and then Memorial Day on the 19th. So let's do one more for our arms and kind of our upper body here. And with this one, this is going to have us leaning forward, and we're going to be bringing our arms up. So remember, they call this one the fly because it looks like you're flying like a bird, but we want to really be focusing on the middle of our back. So we're just going to bring our arms up and down. So we're going to lean down, and it's like we're flying. And if I'm looking down, I'm looking right down at the ground, and I'm just bringing my arms back. Let's go for about 10 of these. 10, 9. This is different than if I was standing up straight. If I was standing up, I'd be using a lot more of my deltoid, but because I'm leaning over, I'm using a lot more of my rhomboid. So the muscle that's in the middle of my back. And 2, let's go, and 1. Woo! I can feel that one again in the middle of my back. Let's have a water break, and we're going to focus on that middle of the back again. One more time. And with this one, it's going to involve our arms, and we're going to bring our arms out in different directions and then bring them in. So they're going to go kind of in opposite directions and then coming back in. You can go opposites out to the sides, back into the front. You can go opposites kind of going diagonally. You can go opposites going straight up and down. Let's do maybe the other side, straight up and down, back in. Again, maybe going diagonal, going across. So let's go ahead. We're going to work on a couple of these. So again, bringing them in, bringing it out, bringing in and out, pushing away, pulling it back in. And again, we're going to be working muscles in our upper back. You can see how some of those muscles are moving just based on my shirt. Now look again how the shirt starts to move when I go do a diagonal. When I go up and down like this, you can imagine there's a lot going on where those shoulder blades are, and that's what we want. So I'm going up and down here, maybe straight up and down, straight up and down, Straight up and down's a good one. You got to kind of keep your arms close to your body, like you're in a hallway. You got kind of the hallway walls are right here, and you're trying to push up and push down. And if you imagine you have walls on both sides of you there, it's going to help you to keep things in close. Now imagine you're pushing those walls away, pushing away like this. Maybe you're pulling those walls in closer, pushing and pulling. So remember, we have muscles that are going to help us predominantly with pushing. And then we're also going to have muscles that are going to help us with pulling. Let's go 5 more, and we can go in any direction we want. So we're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, that was my tricky one was going forwards and backwards. That's a little tough to reach backwards. But again, our shoulder is going to provide quite a bit of range of motion. We can't quite have our shoulder go directly backwards, but there are ways of reaching behind us to where we can do that safely. All right, let's get ready. Let's do 2 more warm-up exercises. Let's bring Nick up for a combo, and then we're going to get into our yard work workout. So
by itself or side by side?
Let's do side by side. Does that sound good, Nick? Do you have something in mind, or do you want me to do one more exercise, or are you ready to go? Nick's ready to go, everybody. He wants to jump in the leadership spot. We're going to give him a shot at leadership. He's going to get himself unmuted. And then, Nick, are we going to be doing a combo, or are we going to be doing a core exercise? So we're doing an arm raise up over our head, behind our neck, bringing it up and down, doing a knee tap, twist, twist, front raise. Oh, baton spin. Let's do about 3 more, and then we'll make that the whole combo, and then we'll do it again. Doing high knee. Doing inchworm, so you're working down your legs if you don't have the stick, down to your ankles, and then pushing back up, using your legs to pushing off your leg. Witch's pot, bringing it out for the witch's pot. All right, going one hand witch's pot. And then you want to do all this again? You want to do it second round?
Oh, yeah.
You remember it all?
Yeah.
Let's try it out. All right, let's call the witch's pot the last exercise, and let's do the whole thing again where you started with over your head, behind your neck. So we're going up over our head, behind our neck, bringing it back down. Going high knee. Bringing front raise. Doing a twist raise. Going baton spin. Nice. Going baton spin in the other way. So he's going both directions with the baton spin. There you go, Nick. Putting it down on the ground. Doing the high knee. Doing inchworm going down. And then bringing it back up. Going witch's pot. One hand witch's pot. There you go. Switching up, going with the other hand witch's pot. 2-hand witch's pot. Nice job. Doing high knee. There's that high knee. And another high knee. That's a good combo, Nick. You want to try one more time?
They do a plank.
You want to do a plank instead? All right, let's go for the plank. Everybody, if you want to have a sip of water before we do the plank, I do. Let's make sure we're staying hydrated. Now, when Nick does the plank right now, you have a couple ways. You can watch Nick do it and you can kind of cheer him on, or you can get down on the ground. If you can get down on the ground and you can do the plank on your elbows, just like Nick's doing it. The other thing you can do, and it's what I'm going to do, is I'm just going to give myself an abdominal squeeze. So right now, if you want to, you can put your hands right here on your abdominal muscles in your core area right here and your belly button. Everybody's got a belly button. So if you put your hands there and you squeeze those muscles, you're going to feel some movement right there. And I want everybody to give a little bit of a squeeze and to hold it steady. We're not going to relax it. We're going to keep squeezing, and it's going to take concentration. Are you ready, Nick?
Yeah, but
Already started
Hey,
squeezing. I'm
Nolan?
already in squeeze mode. I'm going to bring my elbows up to squeeze along with Nick. When you bring your elbows up, remember that engages your core. Are you doing elbows, Nick, or arms? All right, here we go. Try to bring that body forward. There you go. And he's holding it up. He's at 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Go to your elbows, Nick, when you feel like you're getting tired with the arms. Then go to the elbows. 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. A little lower. 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51. Keep squeezing, everybody. 52, 53. There you go, Scott and Lisa. 54. There you go, Sandy. 55, 56. Come on, Evan. You got it. There you go, Byron. And 60, 61, 62. Keep squeezing. 63, 64, 65, 66, 67. Get a little lower. 68. Make it to where it's tough. 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77. A little lower. 78, 79, 80, 81. Go to the elbows. Watch what happens. Watch how strong you are at the elbows. 83, 84, 85, 86. You got to get lower. 87, 88. You got to get lower. 89, 90, 91, 92. Get lower. 93, 94, 95. Keep getting lower. 96, 97, 98, 99. Oh, here he goes. He's going to elbows. And then 100. Look at that. 101, 102. Nice job, Nick. Got to get low as you can. 93. Keep going. 94. You're doing a good job. When you get lower, it's showing everybody what I mean. Try it out again. Get lower. It's going to be tough. But there you go, right there, Nick. Nice job. Everybody give him a round of applause. So everybody, you could see right there, Nick, that was incredible. That was a good job. You did two things you were showing us. Sometimes when you're doing an exercise, you can do it to where it's a little more difficult. And then when you're done, when you can't do any more, then you don't stop doing it. You just do it to where it's a little bit easier. And so let me give you an example. If you were doing like lifting an object, you could maybe lift it all the way as high as you can until you're not able to lift it that high anymore. And then maybe you just lift it up doing just a little bit of a lift, or maybe you lift it and you hold it. Or if you're doing squats, maybe you squat down real low. And when you can't do low squats anymore, then you can do kind of halfway squats, but you're still doing a little bit of the activity. And you saw Nick, he put in, a good extra about 20 seconds there, really getting his abdominal muscles to fire up. And that's what the plank's all about. Now, even if you were doing it like me, holding your arms up, squeezing those core muscles, you might still feel your muscles are engaged. I do. I feel like my muscles, they're still just kind of a little bit tight. And that's what we want, especially if we're about to get into some yard work. So let's get ready, everybody. I don't know how this is going to go. I just made this video. Is Byron come? Let's do the yard work and then bring up Byron. Let's see how it goes, because I don't know how it's going to go. Everybody, we're going to have, here it is, yard work fiesta. So we have a couple different things. We might do this yard work video twice to get some experience with the different items here. And then after the yard work, Byron, you're coming up after that. You ready for that? All right. That's what's going to happen. All right, everybody. So here we go. We're going to see that cat again. We got a lot of yard work items here. You got the lawnmower, you got the rake and the shovel. We got all these things. Now we're going to have them pop up behind, and it's the rake is to start. So remember, with the rake, we're going to reach out and pull back in. So we're raking. And if you want to, I would recommend raking and moving around in a circle where we're going to rake. We're going to reach out with the rake and then pull the leaves kind of back into where we are. So I'm raking out, pulling in, raking out, pulling in, and just pulling out. And I can switch hands too. If I want to switch to this side, I can do some raking this way. Pulling it in, pulling in, raking in those leaves. Oh, now we're going to the hedge clippers. So the hedge clippers, we're doing our arms kind of like alligator arms, but we're holding on to those hedge clipper handles. And you can clip the hedges. You can clip them sideways. You can clip them going up. You can go clipping the hedges, but you just got to keep doing this kind of alligator move like we're clipping the hedges. You can try to do them really precise where you're kind of clipping the top of the hedge right here, or you could do it sideways where you're going down the side. All right, here's the chainsaw, everybody. So first thing, hold your chainsaw with one hand, pull it to get it started. You might have to pull it a couple times. And then once you get it started, we're going to move that chainsaw going in kind of slow motion. So we're going to cut with the chainsaw. We're going to go slow through the log, bring it up again. We're going to come down. We're going to go slow. So this is where we're working on our tempo. We're not moving fast. It's not like an axe. This is slow. We got to cut through the wood. All right, here's our lawnmower. We got to start this one up too. So get a couple pulls on that lawnmower, and then we're going to be pushing this one and then pulling it back. So pushing it out and then pulling it back. So it's kind of like the witch's pot, except we're not doing the circle. We're just pushing and pulling and pushing and pulling. And we're getting all the area around us. Everywhere you can reach out to with a push and a pull, we're going to reach out and do a push and a pull. Pushing out. All right, here's the hand saw. So we're just like cutting small branches. Hold your branch with one hand, and then we're going to saw across that branch. So we're moving our arm and our shoulder in the elbow. And look at my hand here. I got my hand in this position. So I'm going to be going back and forth. If I want to switch hands, I can hold it here. And again, get into that sawing motion where I'm just trying to cut through that branch. Keeping it going, keep it going. I think we got one more. We're going to do this one 2 times. So shoveling. So this is the shovel. Remember the shovel? We're going to go in, and we're going to toss it into the wheelbarrow. We did the shoveling with my brother when he got snowed in his house, and he couldn't go anywhere until he went out, and he had to shovel all that snow and get it out. So we got the snow shovel. We go into the ground, lift it up, and then kind of flip that dirt into the wheelbarrow. We're going to take a 10-second break, and then we're going to do it again. So here we go. Break starts. Have a sip of water if you need it. All right, so get ready. We're going to do the same exercise again. Remember, the first one's raking. So let's rake up the yard, and we're going to move a little bit quicker this time. We're going to pretend like we got to hurry up and get the yard work done so we can get to the Padres game. We don't want to be late. So we got to rake it all in, rake it in. You're reaching out and pulling in, reaching out, pulling in. That's going to be our raking move. Reaching out, pulling in. It's different than the shovel, even though it's kind of similar. It's the opposite, and we're just kind of reaching out and pulling in. All right, hedge clippers. Let's clip those hedges. I got to go here against the green screen. I'm just going to clip the green screen. Got to go up, kind of clip up to the top of those hedges. Get these right here going this way. Clipping those hedges. And you can have big hedge clippers that open a lot, or you can have small ones that just open a little bit. We're just clipping those hedges, cutting them away, getting it all nice and trimmed up, and so it looks good for springtime. All right, here's our chainsaw. Ooh, get it go. Oh, I got it going on the first one. So here we go. So we're going to cut down through the log, bring it back up, and maybe cut down this way, using that hand to kind of hold on and to keep it from going too fast. You don't want it to go too fast. You can see he's got one hand on top, one hand on the bottom, and he's cutting through that tree nice and slow, bringing it up, coming back down, cutting another piece off right there, bring it up over here. I'm going to switch hands, cutting down through the tree, and lawnmower. Here we go. Get it started. And pushing and pulling, pushing, pulling, pushing, pulling. Nice. Using 2 hands. That way you can kind of turn it as we're moving around. If you can't get this with good push with 2 hands, you can try with 1 hand. You got to push it out, pull it back, push it out, pull it back. Get the grass right there. Get those little wildflowers right there. There'll be more growing back. Push it out, pull it back. All right, here's our handsaw. We got to cut through this branch. It's in the way. We don't want it poking little baby Sophia in the eye when she runs around through the forest. Oh, my arm's getting tired. I'm going to switch hands. And here we go. It's trying to saw through this branch. Keep it cutting. Keep it going. Keep it moving. We're almost there. We're almost to the shoveling. Oh, if your hands gets tired, just switch up to the other side. Sawing through these little branches here it can be tough sometimes. Keep it going forward and back, and shoveling in and in the bucket, in the dirt and in the bucket, in the dirt, in the bucket. Nice job, everybody. Scooping in, bringing it up. You can throw it over your shoulder, or you can kind of pick it up and then dump it to the side. In, dump it to the side, bringing it in, dump it in the bucket, in the wheelbarrow. Nice job, everyone. Great looking crew here. Nice job. All right, let's take a breather. Excellent job, everybody. I thought that was super fun. I might see if we can find some more exercises, some more things we can add into that. And I'm going to leave this up. I like this little background right here. We're going to keep that up. But yeah, we got water break, everybody. So let's do water break. And you can already see coming up next, our man with the plan. It's Byron. So we're going to have Byron and Nick. Nick's going to be joining up as student. So Nick will be in he was in the leadership spot. Now he's going to be in the learning spot. And Nick's going to have to wait. He's going to have to see what Byron does. He's going to have to react as quick as he can to Byron's moves and to the play-by-play that I'll be calling out. Let's have that sip of water if you haven't already. And let's get ready to rock and roll. Byron, are we going to do a triple with martial arts too at the end? All right, we're going to go for the triple combo today. It's going to be sandbag, stick, and martial arts. And Byron's getting started, everybody. Here he goes. In front of the body, around the back. He already started off with around the back move. He's going down to the ground. He's got a hot potato. He's going to put it on the ground. Look at Nick. Look at the confidence. Nick getting down to the ground. It's a hot potato. Look at that. There you nice moves, Nick. That's excellent moves. Byron's picking it up, dropping it down. Nick's picking it up, dropping it down, going hot potato. Using both hands too. Both hands. There you go. Going up, bringing it around the back. Excellent move around the back, back down to the hot potato. Everybody, the hot potato is where we're down on the ground and we're pretending like the sandbag's a hot potato. We try to pick it up and it just drops back down to the ground. Nick, show us again. You got the hot potato move. These guys are spinning around, hot potato and off the ground. Great ground touch there by Nick. You saw him as he reached for that bag using that right arm. Great job, Nick, spinning around, back up in front. We're doing the side-to-side shimmy shake. So he's got a little side-to-side move, little right side, left side, holding the bag in one hand, but the body's moving right to left. Byron's he's got a little dance going. Sandy's dancing too, everybody. There you go. Evan's got a little dance going too. I can see it. Yolanda's moving. I'm moving. Byron's moving. He's switched up hands, but look at that. He's moving his body and he's got the sandbag in his hand. It went around his back in front of his body and he's in this constant beat. You can see it's kind of 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. See, Byron's got a little tempo going, everybody. And he was moving with the beat of his body. And look at him. He's still going 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at that. Byron, he's almost like moving music right there. You can see the tempo as Byron's moving around, passing that sandbag in front of his body, moving it up. He created the tempo through his dance move. And then he allowed the dance move to go into his exercise tempo. And what a cool example, Byron, of tempo. And he's passing that sandbag back and forth. You can see him. He's still moving with the tempo. He's got kind of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. A lot of things happen just like that. There you go. Nick moving it around his back. These guys are getting ready. Next up is going to be the resistance bar. Byron's popping that sandbag off the ground, getting ready, moving it around. He's not done yet. He popped it up one more time, and he did. He threw it away, tossed it over there to the side where there's nothing breakable. And Byron is getting the resistance bar. Remember, these guys both are using 10-pound resistance bars. You could also use a wooden stick. And here we go. Byron holding it up with one hand right in the middle. And you can see that bar, it wants to tip a little bit right and tip a little bit left. But Byron's like, nope, I got it. I'm going to hold it steady. And everybody, that's important when you have a weighted object and you're trying to balance that object and you're stabilizing in your shoulder and elbow and wrist. Byron's going all the way down to the ground with it. And let's see what he does next. He's going to get back up. He's going to bring the stick back up. He's still holding it in the middle, and he's kind of doing a punch right there. Did a little punch at the end. Now he's bringing it back down again, bringing it back down. There you go. Nick, keep your hips up in the air and reach down. Yep, you're going to try to keep your butt up in the air a little bit. You'll bend your knees a little bit too. And then Byron switched it up. So single arm punch press. Now he's going into the ground. There you go, Nick. That's good. Keep moving to it. There you go. Right there. Right there. That's it, Nick. That's the spot. Nick, that's the spot that you're going to get strong if you master getting down into that position right there. That's the spot. Great job, Nick. That's using every muscle you got in your lower body. And Byron, he's leading us now into the lumberjack. He's got the lumberjack there. He's got the axe on his shoulder. We were just doing the yard work, and now we need a lumberjack, and we got two of them showing up right here. So again, Byron's got the resistance bar. It's kind of resting on his shoulder, and then he's working on moving forwards and backwards. Now he's going to do a turn, and look at that. He's going to give us, again, some more forwards and backwards. I love it. Look at that. Going for the 180. He's going to switch shoulders, bringing it down in front. Absolutely. You can hear it in the chat room right there. You could get a stick from a place like Home Depot. That's what Carla's saying in the chat room. And she's right. Stores like Home Depot, Lowe's, there's places that sell tractor supplies. You can go there. You could find a hardware store, a place that has hardware in the name. They would have a good resistance bar or exercise stick. You could use a PVC pipe. You could use a wooden dowel. You could use an electrical conduit pipe if you wanted a heavier pipe. These guys here have an exercise bar that's filled with sand. So inside those exercise bar, it's full of sand. Byron's taking us through the baton spin, spinning around 10 pounds, everybody, spinning it around. Nick is doing a great job over there. Getting the rhythm, getting to that rhythm, Nick. There you go. Once you get into the rhythm, try to keep that rhythm going, keep that tempo going, and just go with the flow. Look at Byron. He's speeding it up. He's getting ready for his next exercise. He's got the baton spin with a ground tap. I like it when he does the ground tap. He's kind of putting an accurate kind of spot there on the ground, going for getting the tap on that spot. And look at this, back to two hands now, knuckles up. Showing us, look at that. I'm just holding on with my thumbs. And oh, it's the kayak row, everybody. I know this one. This is when we all get into that kayak position. And you can do this with your imagination too. You could just kind of hold your arms up and pretend like you're in a kayak or in a canoe. Sandy, you got it. Sandy's doing a great job. Oh my gosh, everybody. Sandy's doing such a terrific job with this exercise. Carla's going to be coming up next. Byron's taking us down the river. We got the kayak. We're heading on down. And we're going to go probably listen to some jazz music with the tempo. We're pulling our kayaks up to the pier. We got Tyler in the house. Good to see you, Tyler. Joining us from Michigan. Here we go. Byron's going here with the teeter-totter. So he's got the teeter-totter. One side goes up, one side goes down. And look at his hands, everybody. One hand is knuckles up. One hand is knuckles down. Excellent job. Keeping it going, keeping it going. There you go. Moving it around, moving it up and down. Go, look at that. Byron's going into one more baton spin. There it is, another big spin. And remember, oh, he's got one more left for us. It looks like the inchworm, everybody. He's got his hand all the way on top, and now he's going to work down. Each hand's going to hold pressure as we go down. So pushing down on the resistance bar as you get lower, and then trying to push back up from the resistance bar with keeping it on the ground. So you got to push down. Nice job. Again, Sandy doing a great job, excelling at this exercise. Nick doing a great job. Look at Byron. He's using the fingertips. That was incredible. There you go, Nick. Here's the moment. That's the tough spot right there. And we want that to happen. Remember that. You want your mind and your muscles to feel it. Let's go one more, guys. Let's get that in, and then we'll go martial arts. There you go, Nick. Concentrate on the pressure. The pressure is always going to be your number one thing to concentrate on. There you go. You got to keep that pressure to keep that in down there. Nice job. Oh, it's so tough. Good job, Nick. Let's set the stick down, everybody. Byron's going into a martial arts bow. So he brought his hands together. He went down and did a bow. Nick's doing a bow too. And now Byron, look at this. He's moving very slow. He's moving. There you go. Scott's got it too. Sandy's got it. They're moving nice, kind of doing like a practice martial arts with the blocking, bringing your arms in front, moving them around, bringing them out to the side, kind of if you're bringing up some blocks. There you go, blocking across, doing that across the front side block, doing that outside to in block. Got the in to out. There's the in to out, and he brings that arm up, and you can see he's at times he's moving slow, and at times he's moving fast. And we're just following along. He's bringing the hammer right there. He's got the hook right there. He's bringing another hammer with the right arm. Left arm's going to block, bringing those hands around. There you go. Byron's got the moves. Excellent job. He's keeping it going with the blocks. And now he's throwing in some jabs. So you saw that was a jab. There's another jab from Byron. And so follow along, everybody. You're going to be doing blocks, and then maybe jab, jab. And there's Byron with the moves. He's got those arms up, and sometimes he's doing combo blocks. So he's blocking one or two punches with the one move. And did you just see that, everybody? Nick just got a kick in there. Nick just threw in a kick. There's another kick from Nick. Byron's going for the sweeping hooks right there. He's got that one going out. Another jab with the block. Nick's getting into some kickings and some punches. And Byron looks like he's just kind of moving in place, doing a jog in place. Going for a jog in place. Byron's coming forward, and he's moving back. So doing a little bit of a jog in place there, Nick. There you go. Nice. There you go. Just doing a little bit of a jog in place. Byron's going backwards and forwards. If you have room to go backwards and forwards, you can. If not, you can just kind of jog in place. Byron's going to side. So remember, everybody, we talk about all the ways our body can move: forwards, backwards, side to side, and rotation. Rotation is our body turning. And I think Byron's wrapping it up. He's bringing the hands together. I think he's going for the bow. He's got a creative bow. Nice move, Byron. Wow. What an excellent triple combo from Byron. He got it in, everybody. I mean, we're talking about the sandbag, the resistance bar, and then the martial arts. And I liked those block moves that he had going on. I thought that bow was very creative and very good. I also like how Byron works on multi-directional movement. And so everybody, we talk about this, we'll talk about it again. We normally only do things right in front of us. And so what we want to do when we're exercising and training is we want to think about forwards and backwards. We want to think about side to side movement. And we also want to think about rotation or twisting type movements. These are movements we might not do every single day, all the time throughout the day, but we do often do them every day. And if we're not preparing our bodies to move backwards, what could happen if you do need to move backwards is you might be moving backwards and you might not be as comfortable, and you might lose your balance, or you might step on something and your body doesn't understand how to react because it doesn't move backwards very much, or moving to the side, moving sideways. where I'm still looking this way, but now I've moved all the way over, just doing side steps, side movement, side arm reaching, side head turning. All these things we do in our workouts, we want to continue them. Byron did a great job taking us through that. Let's have a water break. Carla's coming up next. And I think I saw her say something about a kettlebell.
John, you had a question in the chat. How do you make those bars out of sand?
So with the bars out of sand, let me see if I can find an example. So with the sandbars, they're going to come in like already a tube. So they're in a PVC pipe. It's real cheap and real cheap stuff. And so with the PVC pipe, see if I have like a pin. I got a pin here. So imagine this pin is the PVC pipe. And on both ends of the PVC pipe, there's holes. And so if you put the sand in, the sand would just fall out, of course. So what they have at the hardware store are they have caps, just like a pin has a cap. And so if you put the cap on the end, on one end, and then you fill the PVC pipe with sand, then you get another cap and you put it on the other end, then your sand, it's locked in there. It can't come out. And you can see with Byron's stick there, it also has some tape that's holding the caps on there. But that's how you make it out of PVC. And it would probably cost maybe $5 if you already had the tape. If you didn't have the tape, it might cost $10. But I know Carla's kettlebell, that's something else you can find for a really good deal. Kettlebells like that one is full of sand, and you can find those for sometimes $5, sometimes even cheaper.
Or you can get for Mother's Day too.
Oh, that's a great Mother's Day gift. Exercise equipment. All right, Carla, what do you want us to do with the kettlebell?
We're gonna do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we're going to press back and forth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're going to do this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we're going to do two hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we're gonna go like this on one hand. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch.
It's like you're carrying a pizza over your head.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that's Statue of Liberty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15.
Nice job, Carla. That was
And
awesome.
don't forget Mexican Mass is on Friday and the American is on Sunday. So I celebrate both.
Mexican Mother's Day is on Friday.
That's on Friday.
American Mother's Day is on Sunday. Pretty lucky to be your mom, right? I mean, getting 2 Mother's Days. I like that. We're going to celebrate Mexican Mother's Day, I think, on Friday then too. And then Mother's Day, American Mother's Day on Sunday. That way we get two Mother's Days. And that could be really special. Also, everybody, my mom's going to be coming out for Sophia's birthday. She's almost 2 years old now. And so we might even have a special workout where me and my mom, we might get to be like right by each other, doing a workout, sharing everything with everybody from out here in California. So could be really neat. Carla, great job, by the way. I really like Carla, the way she uses that sandbag, and I like that scooping exercise. That's a real good move, Carla, you were doing. And both, whether you're doing it with one hand or 2 hands, it's a great move. Remember, anytime you do something like that, you're going to feel it in your core muscles. That's going to be a core exercise. When you're moving that weight away from your body, your core is going to be firing up and using your shoulders to kind of help with everything with this support. All right, let's check the time. We got time. Because you know what, everybody, I got a call from the guy with the yard. He said the yard's not clean. It's not done. We got to redo it. So we're going to go one more time with our yard work trifecta. It's more than a trifecta. It's six, I think 6 exercises. So remember, we're going to pull our exercises back up. Nice, good time check right there. Remember, we have the raking exercise. So when we're raking, and you could do this, like if you had something like an exercise stick, I got my baseball bat here. I could practice raking where I'm pulling back. So you're going to reach out and you're going to kind of reach over the top too, because you want to get over the top of your leaves and then pull them back to you. So the raking motion, that one, it can be tricky. But if you get it good, you end up getting a great big pile of leaves. Remember, with the hedge trimmers, those are the ones that are going to cut. I don't know if they're in this picture here. There might be some in the picture behind me, but the hedge trimmers are doing the cutting. That's a hose. And so with the cutting with the hedge trimmers, we can go kind of in all directions. But the key is you got to pretend that your hands are always on the hedge trimmers. So you won't have one hand up here. You got to have your hands always turned. So they're kind of always holding on to the handles. So even if I'm going this way, it's still like the handles. This one's going to be similar to like the bus driver. When we're doing the bus driver with the hula hoop, this one's going to be kind of similar to where wherever one hand goes, the other hand does the opposite. What else did we have? We had the hedge trimmers. We had the chainsaw. So with the chainsaw, we get it started. We hold on with our top hand with our knuckles up. Our other hand is going to hold at the back. And then we're moving it. And you can see how my body's moving. I can move my arms around too, but I'm always going to hold my hands in this steady position. And with the chainsaw, it's going to go slow. I could do a fast chop, but you can't do that with a chainsaw. It'll break the chainsaw. So you got to go slow motion like we're sawing through the tree. Now with the handsaw, you can go fast. If you go too slow, it gets kind of hard to cut. So you might really get it going super fast to where you're about to cut that branch and you're going to saw as quick as you can. And with the shovel, remember, we scoop in the ground. So you got to use a little bit of force. You got to kind of push it in, and then you're going to lift up the dirt, and then we're going to be dropping it into the wheelbarrow. So let's get ready. Let's have one more sip of water. Look at that, everybody. I almost drank my whole water. I know it's slightly invisible water, but it gets the job done. All right. We're going to bring up our background. Let's get ready. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And it's already changed up. This was the first picture of the workout. So here we go. First one's up. Going to be raking. So here we go. Let's rake those leaves in one more time. Hands kind of on the rake, and we're pulling it in. So reach out, pull in, reach up and out, pull in. Don't hit the cat, but we're going to get all the leaves that are around the cat. and pulling it in, out and in, out and in. Reach out. You can see I'm doing a little bit of a squat. I'm kind of bending my knees. I'm getting down low, and then I'm pulling in and I'm standing up tall. So again, kind of like the witch's pot. All right, here we go. Hedge trimming. So the hands are always going to stay like they're in a thumbs up position, and we're going to be hedge trimming. So we're trimming the hedges, and you can pretend anywhere you are that you have a big old, boxwood hedge. Maybe you got a geranium. Maybe you got a eucalyptus hedge, or you got some holly bush. We had holly bushes growing up. You don't want to fall in the holly. And trimming up the tops. All right, here's our chainsaw. So we got to start it first. There we go. We got it started. And now we're going to be cutting our log. So we cut down, it goes slow motion. Ooh, and then we bring it all around. We're going to bring it up, drop it back down again. It goes slow motion cutting. All right, let's bring it up again. Bring it back down. We're cutting one up top. Slow motion, bring it all the way down. This is a big one. And one sideways, cutting across the whole tree trunk. It's going to go. What do they yell? Timber. That's what they yell. All right, lawnmower. We're getting it started. Let's get the pushes going in. So we're pushing, pulling, pushing, using what? Our triceps and our chest to push it out, using our biceps and the muscles in our back to pull it back in. So we're pushing and pulling, pushing, pulling. Good job, everybody. Keep going, pushing and pulling. We're almost there. We got 2 more to go. 2 more after this. Push, pull. We got the small saw, push, pull, and then we got the shovel. All right, here we go. In the saw, we got to get it moving. We got to get cutting. And once you get into that groove, you might do you might do big sawing in the beginning to get it going. And then once you get it going, you're going to do kind of little saw movements. Let's switch over to this hand. So I got big sawing, and then you're going to go with little movements, and you're going to let those teeth do their job. You don't have to do anything more than just got to keep pulling it back and keep some pressure and keep it going, keep it going. Oh, nice. All right, we got it cut. Here we go, digging in, last one to go. And then I think we already have a breathing motto candidate up for our closing breathing motto for this workout. Remember, on Friday, everybody, we have another workout at 11 and the fitness social at 6. Let's dig ourselves. Come on, let's get out of here. We're going to almost be done with the yard work for today. Everybody did a great job with this workout. Lorraine did an excellent job kicking it off with the breathing motto at the beginning. We had leadership from Nick. We had leadership from Byron. We had such a wonderful time doing the yard work. There's the cat. Again, what do you think? Is this the cat from Hocus Pocus? Is that what everybody agrees on? I think it is too. And again, we love springtime flowers everywhere. The bees are flying around. They're doing their pollinating. We got birds flying all over the place. Lizards, there's lizards everywhere. Has anybody else seen a lot of lizards out? They're out there. They're loving it. They love bugs. Let's find out who's doing our breathing motto for us. I know co-hosts were talking about it. Great job, Lorraine. Natalie, great job. Again, Evan, Byron, Sandy, Scott, and Lisa, Yolanda, Hung, great job. Absolutely. Tyler. We got North County in the house doing great. Galaxy 22. Always remember, we got Friday Night Fitness Social, Friday workout. Carla, go ahead, take it away.
1, 2, 3. Bring the good, bring the bad, bring the happy, bring the sad, bring your best, bring the worst, bring your power. So your goals first.
Reach your goals first. Carla, really cool headset. We can hear you real good. Great job with the leadership today with the kettlebell.
And don't forget, on Friday social, I'm gonna do some Mother's Day sign language.
Yes, everybody, did you hear that? On Friday Night Fitness Social, Mother's Day sign language. I cannot wait. Let's get our countdown coming in from Nick. Nick, great job again, leadership and being a student. Take it away, Nick.
Thank you, and bye, buddy.
Bye, everyone. Have a wonderful Wednesday.